This is Richard, and I am the creator of the Ultimate Deal Sources Toolkit. So I thought I'll just take a few minutes just to talk you through how easy it is to get you some figures that, although may not be spot on, are near enough in the right ballpark. So let's have a look. So the first section is refurbishment prices. So these are the latest prices that Steve has given us. So they're all listed out, all there for you, nice and easy. Which then takes us to a breakdown. So if you're looking at a property and you know what's required, you can fill in this section here. We'll put strip out 2.5, fascias and gutters 15, kitchen 4.5, bathroom 3.5, rewire 4.5, central heating 4.5, carpentry 3.5, 8,000 for windows and doors, flooring, let's say 3,000, painting and decorating 2.5, and that would do. Here we have additional costs, so there's anything that is required extra you can always add in here. So if we put in 12,000 just to make up to £50,000 to keep it easier. Next we go down to a garden renovation calculator. So gardens can be quite hard to cost up, so the simplest way that I was shown is if you count how many fence panels are going down one side of the garden. So in this example I've got 10, and how many fence panels are going across, 4, and how much you reckon it is to strip the garden back to clear it up. So I put 2,000 here. Hit calculate, and because we know the width of a fence panel, we can actually work out the size. So 129.6 square meters, strip out 2,000. I'll estimate that the paving would be 1,944 and the turf would be £1,080, and the fence panels, if we require them, are going to be 3,120. This is worked on, if I remember rightly, 1/3 of paving and 2/3 lawn. An example of this Steve put up a couple of months ago, and he said, how much do you reckon it was to do a garden? And using this formula, it came within, I think, between £200 or £300, so not too bad. Next we go on to the reverse engineer deal calculator. So this is to work out what your maximum offer could be, but working backwards. So if we know that the end project is going to be £200,000, say, get rid of that 0 there, and the investor wants to make 15%, and we know the refurbishment costs were £50,000. Calculate, and then we have our maximum offer would be £117,113 and 4 pence. So that would be, say, your max offer. That will allow your investor to make 15% if the end value and it is sold for £200,000. Stamp duty calculator next. Very simple. You just put in how much the property is that you're purchasing, £200,000, and your stamp duty is going to be 11,500, and that takes into account the new bandings. Have it on additional property, because if you're using this, it's going to be for an investor and it'll be an additional property for them. Now for the deal analysis sheet, we have the property details, and then we have our figures to put in. So if we secure this, say, secure a property at 110,000, we know the refurb is going to be 50,000. It works out the bridging fees for you. So for 12 months, based on 1%, is 15,050. Your stamp duty there will be 7,000. You can add auction fees if you do buy it at auction, and you put in your end value 200,000. So we've got our exit costs here. So that's how much it'll be to sell the property, or how much it's going to cost you when the property is sold. So we have a results summary. So the profit with 12 months bridging, you'd make £13,950. With 9 months bridging, 16,425. And if you're doing it all with cash, you make 29 grand. Then underneath that, if you're using the BRRR strategy, this shows you how much you've got left in the deal. So 32,050 and 29,575 if you've done it with 9 months bridging. Then you have all your comparables. You can't get comparable off Rightmove. You can then fill in from the valuation officers. Then it just comes down for a refurbishment breakdown. Then your BRRR figures again. It just shows you how much you're going to spend. And again, yep, how much money you've got left into the deal. So 32,050, 29,575. Then we go down to rental cash flow. So if you remortgage it, you're going to remortgage it obviously at 75%, so £150. Interest rate is changeable. So if you've done an interest mortgage only payment, £594 a month. If you type in what you think the monthly rental income is going to be, your management fees, your voids and your bills, it'll work out what your cash flow is going to be. So I think this is fairly easy, because all you're doing is adding in the refurbishment costs, how much you're going to purchase it for, how much you're going to sell it for, and that is about it, because it works everything else out for you. So I hope that makes things a little bit easier for people. If you ever got any questions, please let me know and I will answer them. Have an amazing day.